Hello there, guys. How you all doing? Welcome to another cat stream. And yes, as you can quite rightly see, I am on my own for tonight. See if I can push through, eh? See if I can push through. But yes, I'm on my own. I've got a couple of stories that I really want to talk to. So I really want to have some engagement. I really want people to let me know what's going on. So I've got my phone next to me so I can read the comments why I'm doing the stories. We do have a couple of decent fucking stories to go through today. If people don't want to know what the stories are, then that's fine. If you want to be shocked, then that's fine. If you want to know what the stories are and you want to pick out what ones that we want to do first and things like that, then have a look in the description box. I've labeled them 1 through to 5, and you can pick out what ones that we want to do. Now, me personally, at this moment in time, I'm going to start off with one. I'm going to do something very, very slowly and be able to work in like that. I'm going to be talking about Brexit, Mr. Memes of Destruction, and how everything is absolutely decided to fuck up. Now, just 1 minute. I want to make sure that everything's on live chat, so that way I can make sure everything's going good. So, I am on my own at this moment in time. I don't know if somebody's going to come on. It sounds like somebody's coming on. It sounds like RPR's with me today. Hello, RPR. How are we doing, sir?
Good evening, sir. It's been a long time.
It has indeed, sir. It has indeed. What have you been up to? Where have you been hiding?
Working and working and working and working and getting piss bored with fucking Brexit.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand. I mean, not the working part of it, as you well know. I'm above that station, but no, the Brexit idea, I'm definitely getting fucking pissed off about. I think that's part of the ploy, though. If I must be honest, I think that's part of the ploy.
I'd have a case of breaking down society to come to what Miss May wants, or Mrs. May, I should say, not Miss May.
Yeah, I would say that I've got one story today that might tickle your fancy, because she has a little snipe at the EU, where she says that they've, meaning the United Kingdom, have come to the table with all respect, and the EU shouldn't be so disrespectful. She's not going to sell our country down the river, so to speak. But her actual words were, I'm not going to back down on the will of the people. I'm not going to destroy our democracy, and I am not going to tear up our country either.
We'll see what happens with that, because I'm not being funny. I don't trust her word.
No, I don't. But I don't. The reason why I trust this bit is because I know that she's a staunch unionist, and I think her unionism will outplay her Euroism. I think that the play of keeping the UK together will be stronger than staying in the EU. That's my guesses anyway.
Well, she's left it a little bit late to be for the people, I reckon.
But she can get a no deal though. That's the thing, and that will still be for the people.
But do you think that was not in her background anyway? Oh, if I fuck up, I could always fall back on this to save grace.
No. I always thought that it would be a case with Theresa May that she always thought that she was going to get a deal. Because that's what she wanted. She always wanted a deal. Let's be honest. She's a Remainer, always has been. Hasn't changed her mind on becoming or being a Brexiteer. Doesn't even believe in the message of Brexit. So why would she want to go onto World Trade Organization rules? She wouldn't. So she would always be pushing for that deal, or trying to scupper a deal, or get a deal working into place. But now more and more she's realizing that the EU is everything that Nigel Farage and others of ilk have said. They're just bureaucrats that want what they want and fuck everybody else.
Well, that was bloody obvious from the start, wasn't it? What was the first thing they asked for?
The money.
The money, yes.
Money.
And money before any conversation can go on. No. You know, if you're gonna talk terms with anyone, you know, money doesn't come into the equation.
Yep. She completely and utterly just basically went up and just said, Well, the EU did, not she. Sorry, let me be correct. The EU went up to her and basically went, "We're not going to talk to you until you give us 40 million."
To which point she technically should have said, "Go fuck yourself, we're leaving." But she didn't.
No, she wanted the deal, and so did so many other Remainers at that point, and so did so many other Remainers that are now changing tact. Because obviously, did the video about what I think Brexit is going to entail at a point anyway. And to be honest, I do feel that it's going to turn into a general election and then turn into a extension, and then from the extension will be a case of it being a second referendum with the 3 possibilities, not the 2. So I think that's their way out.
Well, all I can say is let's put hope in the purple wave. If the purple wave comes around,
it's a possibility.
There may be hope for the UK. There may be hope.
There is a possibility. There's just a case of, would there be enough people not to vote for UKIP, but be able to stand for seats for UKIP? Because it's fine getting the people to get out and vote for the purple wave, but you're going to have to get out there and actually become a candidate for people to vote for you in the first place. And
that is true, yeah, because the way that our country is run, you've got to control the councils before you control the populace.
Or just the MPs. If you don't have MPs running in the seats, then you don't have seats for a majority. You need a majority of seats, not a majority of votes.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah. We both know this. It's trying to articulate it to the others, really, isn't it?
I do think that we've had some interesting little stories out there today. So I can see that Miss Quinn has decided that she's going to call out for free, just literally because, she's free. Yes. Hello, Quinn. How are you doing?
Get your ass in here, Miss Quinn.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have somebody else's point of view rather than a normal ragtag bunch that I normally have. So it would be nice to be able to hear from you, Quinn, if you would like to come on. If you do, just message me on Twitter, or if you want to, message me on Discord. In actual fact, I should probably get Discord up just in case somebody does message me on Discord. I'm not prepared. There's too many tabs open. There's too many things. I've only got a little laptop one mass to remember. I don't have a massive great PC, so things always fuck up. It has nothing to do with me, mind you. Nothing to do with me. I know what I'm doing. Honest. I'm not a tyrant.
I'm not. There's me running off a 300 quid fucking Acer laptop from Argos.
Well, to be fair, I have to say mine's a little bit better than that. Mine's a £400 or £500 ThinkPad with a i5 core dual processor in it.
I gotta admit, I'd rather run off my fucking phone. It's got more power and everything than a fucking laptop.
I don't know, this laptop's not too bad. It's a newish laptop and it's designed for doing heavy duty work. It just doesn't have it needs a quad processor. For what I want it to do, it needs 4 separate processors.
Oh, it hasn't got a corporate union then?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't decided that it's going to fuck everything up by drawing chalk lines on a ship. So yeah.
Oh.
Right, shall we get into the actual stories, or have you got anything else?
Oh, no, let's get into the actual stories, because I haven't got a clue what the fucking plan is, so I'm going to have to look it up.
No, that's fine. I normally go and read through it anyway. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's weird today. It really is weird. I'm not prepared. I'm completely thrown off. I was going to do something completely different, and this wasn't it. I was going to do a different stream with somebody else, and unfortunately, due to illness, wasn't able to go through. So I completely thrown. I'm flabbergasted, but I'm grateful that people were turning up. I'm grateful that everything's coming the way that it is. So let's move into a story, shall we? All right, there we go. Let's do this then, shall we? I'm not going to be able to read that name apart from Brett, but I'm guessing it's Brett Kavanaugh nomination. Trump challenges accuser. Obviously, this is to do with the woman that was 15 at the time, and it's now she's now 40-year-old something or other. Sorry, I was just reading something that Hammond Spud just said. So yeah, thank you, Spud. It would be nice to have a female voice on my stream. I'm not sure that I will be fapping for it, but you can be fapping for it if you want to in anticipation. I'm sure you'll be well up for it, my friend. Well up for it. Speaking of well up for it, going back to what we were talking about, you obviously have Brett Kavanaugh that when he was 17 has allegedly touched a 15-year-old inappropriately at a party after having drink as well. And now this woman is accusing him around about 30-something years later, all because that he is now going to be a federal judge for Donald Trump in Donald Trump's government and cabinet, so to speak. So, yeah, it's an interesting point, because if she was going to actually do anything or come forward, why didn't she come forward when he was in the Bush's government? Why didn't she come forward when he first rose to prominence? Why is it now that it's waited to Trump? It just seems really interesting, that's all. So Mr. Trump questioned why the law enforcement was not called at the time of the alleged assault in 1982. If it was as bad as she says, the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh has been held up while the allegations of Christina Bleasley Ford are assessed. Both have agreed to testify before a Senate committee. However, Professor Ford has set out conditions for her appearance, which have yet to be agreed by the Senate Judiciary Committee. So that's already interesting in itself. If it's something that's that bad, then she wouldn't want to turn up in the first place, which means that she'll probably do it by video link, same as they do in this country for particular trials and so on and so forth. I just find this whole story very interesting, how it's taken somebody this a length of time to come forward. And you can't say that it's just because she didn't know that he was becoming famous, or it's the first time that she's seen of him again, because she would have heard and seen of him again when he was in the Bush's government. So why has it come to this point now? I can only see Trump. What do you think, RPR?
It's definitely political affiliation. And it's just basically another means of trying to get to Trump.
Yeah.
And that is all there is to it. They are literally playing the last cards. They've got nothing on Trump, so they're just going down the line to try and undermine anyone that is associated with Trump.
Nope, I completely not agree with that. Oh, it looks like we might have Queen Bee coming on, so I'm going to have to just quickly hide my screen for a second, because I don't want anybody to see my messages. All right? Nobody's allowed to see my messages. But apparently I'm still showing it, so we're going to stop sharing rather than hide, because, as I said before, I'm a dick. I'll get there. I honestly can't remember what I'm doing or where I'm going, but I'm doing something and I'm going somewhere. And to be fair, we're all doing it together. Again, I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it together. We can all find fun and games in it together. There you go, Queen Bee. Ready for you when you want to come to us. Wait, that sounded weird. Anyway. That didn't go awkward. I didn't make it awkward, honest. Wasn't awkward at all. Right, let's get back to the story. If she wants to come on, she can come on. All right, here we go. We're back. So the committee must approve the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh before it passes to the full Senate for a vote. See, I think that's the reason why it's really been put into place. I think it's because that they know that whether or not it passes or not, it's enough to damage him. It's enough to put everything on. I did not send you a dick pic, you lying little biatch.
Well, if she DMs me, I'll send her a clip pic.
Nice. I think sexual equality.
Do I really give a fuck about that? No.
No. I was just saying that if I send you a dick pic, you've got to send me a clit pic. Only fair, you've got to get me back because I'm a misogynist. So you can be dangerous by sending me your clit.
Well,
Damn, just lost everything.
They could go completely plantive on it and send you a nip pic.
No, that's just it's kind of neutral, isn't it? You're not sure if it's a man or a woman's. You can't really tell.
That's what I mean.
No, that's just kind of. Oh, some novice has come onto the stream.
Oh, less about me, more about Quinn.
Can you hear me?
I can.
No.
Welcome.
No, sorry, Quinn, I can't hear you. Miss Quinn, I should say.
We can hear you. We can hear you. So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy it's Friday.
I can imagine. Are you going out or anything later on tonight or tomorrow?
I've got things on tomorrow, not today though.
Is that the blob?
Is that the blob?
The blob.
What's the blob?
It's the women's problems that you have once a month. Or in your case, probably
Shark Week.
Sorry, you're gonna have to put up with me. I'm a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. So
I don't want to know. I want to ask, but I'm not sure I want to. I'm pretty sure that it's somebody clapping their hands. But what the fuck was that like noise that was going on just a second ago?
That was just me crumpling a can of lager. That's all. You know, recycling.
Thank God for that. I thought that was completely different.
That's me being earthly friendly and, reducing the space of the can so when it goes into the litter,
Yeah, I do love that. When everybody recycles, it doesn't technically always get recycled because sometimes it goes into the same landfill.
Exactly. Normally in China.
Well, that's where we sell all of our rubbish to. Yes, surprisingly. We actually sell our rubbish to China.
Did you see the Chinese and their what's it called? Let me see if I can find it. With their they've got their system up and running for their social thing. So now they can, what's it called? Is it called Skynet? I don't think that one's called Skynet.
It's not called Skynet, but I do know what you were talking about, yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, I'm more interested into the fact that one of the last stories, the second story, is the fact that Twitch has been completely banned in China and nobody knows why. Yes. Is anybody actually interested in this Donald Trump story?
Not really, no. Because we all know he's innocent and it's just a fucking witch hunt. By default.
Right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Right, okay then. Right, well, I've been told, and we're moving on. So fuck everybody, we're moving on. Right. So Twitch has been banned in China, and nobody knows why.
Is that like they also banned time travel as well, didn't they? Or
that was months ago.
Time travel.
By God, you're really behind on the times. They did that ages ago.
Yeah.
And it was teleportation, not time travel.
Was it teleportation?
Yes. And you wanted to come on the show.
Well, I've just got a message off your brother anyway, Miss Quinn, telling me to run for my life, and I don't know why.
You're such an asshole.
You have a nice voice. Probably because you have a nice voice, darling.
Yeah, fuck off.
Nah, fuck off, nah.
Oh, that sounds like foreplay to me.
God.
Oh dear. Don't even know what's going on anymore. Right, so Twitch, the Amazon-owned streaming service for gamers, has been banned in China with its official app removed from Apple's local app store, and nobody knows why. It could be something to do with the fact that, as Miss Quinn has suggested, that Skynet has gone, no, to Twitch. So access to Twitch, which lets users watch and broadcast games, was shut off in China on Thursday after days of users complaining about patchy connections to the service. While no official statement has been released by Beijing to explain why Twitch has been blocked, the company itself confirmed to Vice News on Friday that its service is no longer available in China. We're not going to tell you why it's banned, just that it's banned.
I think it's something to do with the Western stuff. They don't want it.
Don't be silly. Are you trying to say that they're trying to go behind an iron curtain or an iron wall?
Well, aren't we having like a trade war with them at the moment?
No, we're not. The USA are.
Yes, and Amazon.
No, you did well. It was just a case of we're not the US.
No, that's true, but we're Western, so unfortunately I do see us with more America than China.
I can definitely tell you're from fucking London. I hate the end of your accent. China.
You know, the Chinese might have discovered Little Britain, and they've discovered computer says no.
Yes, they love that. As well as they saying that they absolutely hate feminism, and they think that it's going to absolutely destroy the West in itself.
There's nothing wrong with feminism.
There's nothing wrong with the first two waves of feminism, apart from the first. Anyway, China's government
moving on.
Comprehensive online censorship system, which is what Miss Quinn was talking about, to stop citizens from accessing information that it deems unsavory, which is kind of how the UK government is going at this moment in time. We will filter out all the fake news for you so you don't have to. Just don't listen to them because they're telling the truth. As well as silencing opposition voices. As has become normal practice after the Chinese government decides to block an online service, Twitch's official app has been pulled from Apple's Chinese App Store. Apple did not respond to a question about why the app was removed. Twitch has become hugely popular in China in recent months among esports fans who wanted to watch their compatriots compete in the Asian Games in Jakarta. I'm guessing that's in Qatar or maybe Saudi Arabia or maybe the other one. Personally, I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that there is a lot of computer games that are going on at the moment and lots of money involved as well, which is interesting considering that China don't really like the idea of capitalism. I mean, you could say that they're embracing some of the ideas. Anyway, I'm going into a tangent. So what does everybody actually feel about this story? The fact that we know that China is actually banning stuff, and what, if anything, can you see any sort of parallels to what the EU and what the UK are doing to us, or US as well?
Well, this is a repeat for China, isn't it? Because didn't they do that like a couple of 100 years ago where they started to isolate themselves from the West?
Yes.
And in all fairness, you know, the Western world didn't know what was happening. And when they come to light again, it found out they massacred 60 million of their own people.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with communism.
No, nothing to do with that. No, hell no. Communism doesn't do stuff like that. It's good.
Ming did nothing wrong.
When does the Chinese open door policy shut anyway?
Well, the open door policy shut many, many years ago and is now dead bolted. It's now dead bolted with about 10 locks on.
Did the open door policy actually open?
No. It was presumably reopened. Because I like it when a lot of people go, oh, well, China's a lot more progressive than it ever used to be. Try emigrating there. If you ain't got a fucking job, you're not getting in. You can go on holiday there, by all means. But try emigrating there. If you ain't got a job or if you ain't got land that you're going to buy up or anything else like that, you're not getting in. It's like that bouncer at the door. If you're not on the list, mate, you're not coming in.
Yeah, they're like that in games as well. Have you ever played video games against them?
Yes, I might have done a
yes,
couple
they're
of times.
nasty bastards. I can vouch on that because I've had to fucking save my son's fucking email accounts because some fucking Chinese guy didn't like the way he was playing and decided he was going to hack him. So
You need better security, sir. Better security.
yes. No, a fucking better educated son is what I need. But
yeah, but you're not going to get that. You're not going to
why?
get that.
Because he's my fucking son, is it? Yeah, right.
No, it's a piss poor education system. Don't assume you know my arguments, bitch.
That is true. The education system needs overhauling anyway, big time, doesn't it?
It does, to be fair, without going into a massive diatribe about that.
Yeah, that's another conversation for another time.
Which we might save to the end because we're actually getting through these stories a hell of a lot quicker than I thought we fucking were, to the point where I might actually have to go off and look for a couple more.
No, I'm still stumped that you actually swore.
When?
You said bitch.
It's not swearing. I was just calling him a female dog.
Sure.
Don't take my words out of context. Don't pretend you knew what I meant.
All right, bitch.
See, now you're swearing at me.
Anyway, it's not an insult, it's foreplay.
Well, that does depend on the bitch that's talking. Oh. Memes has said something. Isn't the job requirement the same as the PM May's checkers plan? I don't know what you actually mean by that.
I'm not sure because I think May did say that if the government doesn't back her on her plan, then it's no deal, which means win-win for us.
Yep, no, she has said that. She has said that. I think that we've got a lot more interesting. Well, from herself, I think we've got a lot more interesting facts and points that have come out, especially on the second to last story. And Dominic Raab has also come out as well today and actually suggested that he thinks what happened in Austria was a complete and utter ambush.
Yeah, didn't he also come out with saying that all female Muslims must now wear leather hijabs?
I think you're just thinking he's a little bit into bondage. I don't think he actually said that.
Damn! I hate my memory.
He probably said something along the lines of he doesn't care what anybody wears as long as he can get to them. But I'm paraphrasing.
Leather hijabs could be easily thrown into that,
They could be, but I think that says more about you than it does anybody else.
Don't ask.
And don't pretend you don't like domination, bitch.
I do love domination.
I never said you didn't, but just don't pretend you don't.
Nothing says Allah Akbar better than when someone's wearing a fucking leather gimp mask.
Do you know that you've actually hit the nail on the head? Because Allah Akbar just means praise to God. And what more of an opportune time do you say praise to God than when you're being fucked really hard?
Exactly. Especially with a red gimp mask. But what if you're wearing a red gimp mask at that point? That's...
It depends. Is it covered with animal blood or is it covered with virgin's blood?
Good question. Depending on your orientation. Me personally, I like dyed leather, but if it's got to be with blood or baby's blood or human blood, I don't give a fuck as long as it's red.
Okay. I'm glad that we cleared that one up. Oh dear God. There's a reason why I don't invite you on.
Oh, you just worked that one out.
Now I've just remembered.
No, I promise to behave myself from now on.
Never change your ways. Be who you need to be. Be who you want to be. Because you're free to do what you want to do. Sorry.
Was that the Happy Mondays?
I really don't know. It was just a song that was stuck in my head that kind of went with what as I was saying.
Yeah.
That's about it. B, why have you muted yourself? Are you not talking?
I dropped beads all over the floor, so I just need a minute.
Are they your anal ones?
Maybe.
Oh dear God. This is why we don't have women on our podcast, everybody, or our live streams, because us as men are just retarded and evil creatures.
Yes, yeah. Where is male Quinn anyway? I haven't heard his voice for a while, so I need to hear the voice of reason.
He was pointing out where all the beads were.
Oh dear, oh dear. Considering the conversation.
I completely forgot about the Quinn household. Yes, were they his anal beads, not yours?
Hello, everybody.
Yay, Quinn. Do you want a link, my friend? Do you want a link?
I'm accepting no blame for you inviting her onto your stream. It's your problem.
I didn't really invite her. She kind of just went, I want to come on. There's just like, oh, if you want to come on, you can send me a message and I'll send you a link. It's kind of her.
Oh, Bollocks is around. Get your ass in here, Bollocks.
I've seen. Mr. Bollocks is back. He is here.
Bollocks.
Right, I'm fed up of trying to waste some more time. Let's actually get into the Brexit stories, where we can really sink our teeth into it. Or if people will stop fucking around with their anal beads, we can actually fucking get into the stories.
Yes, Miss Quinn, or is that Mr. Quinn?
It's both of them. Let's be honest. They're both using it at the same time.
Such a tyrant telling me how to live my life now.
See, that's the reason why you love being dominated, darling. She didn't say no. She didn't say no.
I'm not naked enough for this conversation with you.
I don't know whether I want to like that or not, because I know that you're in the same room as your brother.
Well, all I can say is we need evidential proof in order to honor your comment or dishonor your comment.
I'm just going to say we can strike that comment off and we can just go, look, bombshell, EU caught it in case of Brexit. I'm not drunk enough for this stream. I need some form of alcohol. So Edinburgh at Routers, or rather Routers at Edinburgh, as it should be, a legal appeal to decide if Britain alone can change its mind about leaving the European Union should be given consideration by the European Court of Justice, or the ECJ, which, by the way, if we were still in part with the Chequers arrangement, this court would still be the court that we would have to take every single Supreme Court Justice or Court Appeal to, because they would be the leading court in the land. Just for people to realise. So Scotland's highest court said on Friday, in a boost to anti-Brexit campaigners, or let's just change that Brexit word to anti-black campaigners and see how many people dislike that. Yeah, bitches, they didn't like that, did they? Nah. So the Court of Sessions decision means that ECJ should say whether it is legally possible for Britain to stay in the world's biggest trading bloc, if and when the UK Parliament so decides. Brexit continues to be marred in doubt after EU leaders cautioned Prime Minister Theresa May on Thursday that unless she presented an alternative to her current proposal, Britain would crash out of the EU without a deal. And I don't see what the problem is in that one, to be honest. Does anybody else see a problem with that at all?
Not really, since Scotland, as Wales and Northern Ireland are all part of the United Kingdom. Suck it, bitches. We're leaving. Get used to it.
Mm-hmm. She should really give them the middle finger.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to that because I know what you do with yours.
I pick my nose with that.
Why would you use your middle finger to pick your nose? Why wouldn't you use your index finger?
The
Just
index
a
fingers
smart
goes up there.
person would do.
Mm.
Okay, well, that's just weird, and thank you very much for sharing. I'm going to leave that there. Going to leave that there. So, Joe Magnum, or Mergen, a lawyer funding the judicial appeal, because of course he would do, because it wouldn't be something that the actual people would want to fund, or the actual people would want, something that the lawyers themselves would want to do, described the Scottish court's decision to refer the issue to the European Court as a absolute bombshell for the government. Not really. It still has to go through court processes, and then it still has to go through the fact of, is the European Court stronger than what our democracy is? And if so, that just proves that Brexit was the right decision. Oh, fuck. London has urged that questions of whether Britain can alone stop Brexit is irrelevant, since it does not intend to change its mind.
London?
The court was... Sorry, darling?
London?
Yes, London, as in Westminster.
All right. Why don't they say Westminster then?
Because they think Westminster is London.
No, right.
Wait there. Isn't Westminster is London? It's not part of the city of London.
Yes, it is part of London, not part of the city of London. Yes.
Yes, and they're probably referring to the city of London.
No, because then it would actually have to be put into the city of London, because otherwise it still refers to London. That's why they have the city of London or the London.
Yes, and we all know about that, don't we? Like Rome and the Vatican City job. Yes. Two separate entities in the same place.
London isn't a city in itself. How dare you say that there's a sordid affair going on with money and things like that, and institutions, and how almost every single what are they called? Charities that are all registered there and have 80% of their capital wealth actually stored up in the city of London. I have no idea about any of that.
Anyway, that's another thing for a conspiracy.
Nobody does conspiracies anymore.
Why not?
Because Jay.
Because they get... You trying to say your brother's gay and his ideas are gay?
I said nobody likes Jay, but sure, he's gay as well.
Oh dear.
All because you don't like your brother's opinion doesn't make him gay.
Everything
is gay. I don't like my political opponents, and they're homicidal sexual maniacs. So I suppose he could be gay if I don't like him.
But we all like Quinn. We love Quinn.
Magic Bollocks has said categorically that Quinn is not gay.
I take it he refused his advances.
I'm guessing that he did. Well done, Quinn. You have some... Sorry, Mr. Quinn, because Miss Quinn hasn't. But Mr. Quinn must have some standards.
Standards? What's that?
Anyway, we can come to the conclusion that Miss Quinn is gay because she loves the cock.
Yeah.
From what I've heard from other people, she also likes the pussy as well.
I do.
Yes. So she's bisexual, dear darling.
That's not bisexual. It's just adventurous.
I prefer the term greedy.
Nobody cares what you think because you're not even on the stream. Fuck off, Mr. Quinn.
Yes, Quinn. Fuck off.
We've only got room for one Queen, and she's on, and she's the Queen.
She's the Quinn.
I think you meant the Queen or the Queen. No, I think it popped up.
The Quinn.
Page is being unresponsive. All right, refresh. Because you lot keep on taking me aside and not letting me do what I want to do.
This is what I believe when I get online.
It's because I've got one of the Quins on. Everything always fucks up when I've got one of the Quins.
It just goes to shit when we're here.
Just when you're here. Just when you're here.
Yeah, bollocks, get your ass in here, mate. You know, I want someone to slag off the Welsh and the pot noodles.
I can do that. Stop fucking shagging sheep and actually eat something proper.
Why would we want to eat something that we shag? That's why we sell it to the English.
You don't have to eat the sheep. You can eat some pigs, or you can eat some cows. Now, if you fuck all of them as well, I can't help you.
Anyway, can we actually get on with the topic now?
I know it's a lonely place in Wales. I know it's lonely, but you just got to keep trying. Well, apparently I can't get back to the story. apparently Routers has kicked me out because it knows I'm taking the piss out of it. So apparently I can't get back to it. So we're going to have to exit the page. Something went wrong while displaying the page. So
yeah, anyway, in response to James in the chat, don't worry, so am I, mate.
Darwinton disliked, yes. Somebody always dislikes all my videos as soon as I put one out. I never know why. And for anybody that's still actually watching, please remember to like the video. Even if you don't like it, please. Just I'm begging. Please. I need people to like me. God damn it, why won't you like me?
You can also follow the Common Sense Guy on Discord.
You can, but I probably won't do fuck all on it. You're better off following me on fucking Twitter or Facebook. Though, to be fair, I don't do fuck all on Facebook either. I have all my arguments with everybody on Twitter. I'm not calling anybody a pedo.
Who's being called a pedo?
Magic Bollocks has said, at Common Sense Guy, drama. That's what you need. A bit of drama. Call someone a pedo and you'll get the clicks. Or you'll get clicks. I don't want clicks.
You could be a groomer of clicks.
I don't want to be a groomer of clicks. I don't want to be Sargon that's apparently a paedophile, and I don't want to be a Mr. Medica that's apparently a fucking groomer. I don't want to be either of them. Just leave me alone. I don't even want the likes anymore.
Clicks for what's that? Clicks for dicks. Cheers, Moss.
Thank you very much, Jensen Quinn. The actual Quinn that does stuff for me. Though then again, if it was the other one, I'd be a little bit weirded out by. But never mind.
No worries, man.
I think I might have somebody else that's willing to come on as well. So we'll see if that person wants to come on.
Great, because I'm going to be AFK for about 2 minutes.
God damn it. That means I'm completely on my own because Bitch Titch is fucked off as well because she's muted herself as always. She's playing with her anal beads.
Myself?
Sorry, darling?
I haven't muted myself.
Oh, you were just quiet then?
Yeah, I was reading.
Wow, does it take that much effort?
Yeah, it does. I can't do 2 things at once.
Are you sure you're a woman?
No.
I'm not sure whether to be happy or weirded out. I'm going to
I identify it as a mayonnaise monsoon.
You're a mayonnaise monsoon. So in other words, you fill yourself up with cum and then you let it explode.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
And this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, she can't out dark humor me. She's not that good. I have actually found where I was before.
You was in London.
We were not in London. I moved out of London to stay away from it. We are not in London. London can fuck off. Never come back ever again.
London will rise again.
Fuck off, Mad Dodge. I mean, fuck off.
I don't know, there's no bloody muzzes over here, maybe.
I can't even hit you because you've got the cat.
I know. I'm using a cat as a bodyguard.
How dare you?
So mean.
Pussies are not there to be guarded, they're there to be fucked. Or should I say they're there to be hit?
Don't do that to my chip.
Did I hear that properly? Did I hear that? Quins, you have to remember you're live on air at a minute. Stop touching your sister's tit.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's not a good thing, Quinn. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Right, let's get back to the story before we start talking about incest and fucking the Quins again, because it's like a story that continues to reoccur for some strange reason and nobody knows why.
I blame Magic Bollocks. He started it.
I'm not sure he started it. I have more of the profession of thinking that maybe he showed everybody what it was. I'm pretty sure it was that. All right, we did present for a couple of seconds. we clicked stop for some strange reason. I'm having too much fun. This is one of the worst streams I've ever done. I can't even blame alcohol. I can't even blame any alcohol on this one. This is
just blame it on the Quins and the gents and the RPR. Just blame it on us too. You know, we always fucking disrupt your channel.
Well, I'm not sure that you two have disrupted it. It's more of a case of Miss Quinn coming on and absolutely destroying it with talking about anal beads and her brother touching her tit. That kind of threw everything off.
You so misheard that. And anyway, you can't blame me. I'm a woman. It's never.
I can fucking blame you. Just because you're a woman, you don't get off scot-free on our stream, bitch. And I was calling you a bitch, not a dog.
And don't forget, you're on subject 3, so she's really happy.
I bet she's really happy. I bet she's almost erect after that touch of the nipple. I can't even believe I said that. I'm going now. All right. London has urged that the question of whether Britain alone can stop Brexit is irrelevant. I've done this already. If members of Parliament are to cast their votes in a responsible manner, it is surely obvious that they should be properly advised as to the existing legal position so far as that may be relevant to their deliberations. Lord Corroway said in his judgment, "Well, Lord Corroway, fuck off. The people have decided rather than the legal ramifications. In other words, you were part of the union voted to leave. The union was part of the referendum, you took part in the referendum, you lost, get the fuck over it, suck it up, buttercup, and suck a dick." And I'm expecting Miss Quinn to speak after that, not that she's got a mouthful.
Jensen!
Nothing doing me. I've got better taste than that.
Well, we're not talking about your taste. We're talking about hers.
Even in voice.
I would like
to
actually leading us into a proper Brexit rather than just all this naysaying that we've had for like the past 3 years that we're probably going to have for another 3 years. Just be nice for somebody to say this isn't a bad thing. It could actually be a good thing.
It would be nice to, on a serious note, it would be nice for people to actually realise that Brexit could be a clean breakaway, try to renegotiate proper trade deals without the fact of the European Union being in at least cahoots, whether you believe that they're in charge, it doesn't really matter, but at least in cahoots with how our laws are made, or a part of how our laws are made. At least we would actually have sovereignty and actually be back to where we should be, and an independent nation that can trade by itself.
Hey up, everybody.
Yay! Hello, Mr. Voice.
How long have you actually been going for?
Not long.
About
half an hour, maybe. Not long.
Not too late.
Yeah.
Coming up to close of an hour. That's about it.
We need someone like Tell feature now, and that would represent the whole of the UK on this stream.
No, we don't want somebody from Scotland.
Oh, that's fucking racist. That is just pure fucking racism.
All right, we don't want nobody from Wales either. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Right, us Welsh are taking back our pot noodles. The rest of the world can fucking starve.
Do you hear anybody complaining, sir? In fact, we'll wrap them up for you and give them back to you, free whenever you want.
Well, last week Sargon and fucking Dank were fucking murdering the fucking pot noodles when they were in France.
I bet they were.
Well, they're in France. There's nothing else to eat.
Not unless you like frogs.
New Paris.
Sorry, Quinn, can't hear you all the way back there. You might want to actually get a link and actually come on.
Can you get your sister's prawn out your mouth?
I was
thought
going
that would
to
have been
say
the other way
something.
around, but
Well, there probably is the other way around. Yeah, I was actually going to say something a little bit more, little bit different, which was Quinn. Why don't you put the pussy down and actually do something?
I said the same thing, didn't I? Just different words.
Fair enough. Shall I continue trying to read the story that I've been trying to read
let's.
for probably the last 20 minutes?
what is the story here about?
This is about Scotland that are trying to go through the European Court of Justice to upturn the actual Brexit decision to decide
Fucking
whether or not.
traitors. I mean, come on, we have to go up and take Scotland back. Seriously, this is no more of this fucking treasonous bullshit.
To be fair, it's not the actual Scots themselves; it's their leaders.
Well, they voted them in, so they deal with the consequences. Time to initiate Scottish slavery again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's made Britain great again. Let's have slavery.
Say what you want about slavery, but it worked.
It didn't.
It did.
It fucking did. Why do you think the Arabs got as far as they did?
They didn't get anywhere. They're like 400 years behind us.
In monetary terms, yes, but come off it. In theological terms, they're fucking beating us hands down. Why do you think we're in this position in the first place?
I'm not going to even entertain that with an argument. I'm just not. I was going to go down that road. I was gonna deviate from the stream again to go down that argument. But no. That's a piss poor argument. It doesn't deserve a reaction, and it can fuck the fuck off.
You have to remember, Jem, that old boy Jason here is running for government.
I'm not anymore.
Why not?
Unfortunately, due to health problems. You don't watch my videos anymore, do you?
I watched your video today, sir. I even
yeah.
had to fucking comment.
I know you did. Yes, but you didn't watch the video where I said that I had to not become a council member for UKIP due to health reasons. I spoke to a doctor about being able to run for a campaign in 2019, and he said it wouldn't be a good idea because if you're already hurting and that from just sitting around, so to speak, then you wouldn't be able to do a campaign and you'd end up hurting yourself even more or causing more problems. So, yay. Not doing a campaign anymore.
I have to admit, seriously, I'm actually sad about that because it would have been
I am as well.
Nice to see you up there, lad.
It would have been nice to have been up there. It would have been nice to actually be able to run. It would have been nice to actually start making a fucking difference rather than just screaming into the void of YouTube. So it would have been nice, but
looks like you're stuck with us losers for a while longer.
It's not a case of being stuck with losers. I've made more friends on here than I probably have in real life. And I mean, actual friends that I would like to talk to and actually be around rather than just being acquainted to. I've got lots of acquaintances. I've got a couple of decent friends that I would give my life for, so to speak. But there's a couple of people online that I really do like and I really do classify them as proper friends. Whether people think you can or you can't is up to them. But you can make friends on the internet.
Yeah, just you never want to meet them.
I don't know. I'm going to meet one very, very soon in November, so that should be interesting.
I tell you, the one thing you can actually, do with people on the internet and that you can't do in real life is catch VD. You can't catch that on the internet.
So why did you say that when we've got Miss Quinn on? What are you trying to insinuate?
Oh, come on. From what she posts and what B posts in the server, you think she hasn't had that a time or two?
What, VD?
Well, everything really, I think.
I'll have you know, I practice safe sex and I highly recommend it.
What, the safe part or the sex part? Because I'd just like to practice sex.
Why not both?
Because it's not.
I think B. I'm not sure, but I think B's idea of safe sex is when she's got a fucking shotgun to the head. Their head, Darius.
Oh yeah.
That sounds fun.
So you're trying to suggest that V has to force people to have sex with her? Are you trying to say that she's a rapist?
No. Everyone knows that women cannot rape.
Oh yes, it's only sexual assault. Sorry. Are you trying to say that she's trying to sexually assault people?
Again, women cannot sexually assault people. It's only men.
Especially white men. White men are evil.
I agree. I agree that purple men are evil.
Just say fucking Muslims, for Christ's sake.
What Muslims? What are you on about?
What?
They're
What are
the
Muslims?
people that we need to emulate. We need to emulate the Muslims.
Well,
Don't you know that their culture is beautiful? Don't you know that their culture is beautiful, and having sex with 9-year-olds, as the great Prophet Muhammad did, is part of their culture?
But she was sexually active, and her body was saying that she was ready.
I'm not even I'm going to touch that one.
Yes, if there's grass on the field, then let's go play cricket.
Well, if they want to keep that part of their religion in this country, we should make a new part of religion in our country called hanging the pedos, and we'll just hang them from the fucking lampposts. How about that?
I think that's very reminiscent to the KKK and lynchings. I think you're being really insensitive to these people. They have a culture, and it needs to be at least looked at.
You know, they could have, with their culture, they could have said, if the river runs red, take the dirt track.
But that implies that they're sexually mature enough to have a period, though. Not unless you've ripped everything apart to begin with. Quinn, we need to come in.
We were
Quinn,
talking
come in.
What?
Help! We're talking weird. I need help.
I suggest you see a doctor.
I would like to see a doctor, but I'm too scared that he'll give me the snip.
Ow.
Oh,
Well,
then we're
this
going to have to go
should-
Jewish with you then.
Well, no, because it's part of Muslim culture as well, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, I do apologize.
I have to ask,
The desert religions.
B, is that your actual profile picture?
Yeah.
Oh,
In all,
God.
in all fairness, with your picture, marks out of 10. If that is the genuine you, marks out of 10, I'm afraid I'd have to give you one.
I'd have to concur with that conclusion.
Nah. Nah, it's her eyes. It's her eyes that do it for me. She looks like she's literally going to kill somebody. I can't deal with that. I'm not good with Black Widows. Black Widows can fuck off.
Racist.
No, Black Widows, as in you fuck them and then you kill them.
You're being racist because they're black. We all know it.
Fine, I'm not dealing with a praying mantis, you Asian fucker.
Asian fucker, now you're being racist.
Oh my God, it's a play on words because I said praying mantis because they reside in Asia.
Are you saying all Asians look like insects?
I'm saying that you're coming up with that distinction, so maybe there's a possibility that because you're coming up with it, that maybe you're thinking it.
Was he trying to use logic just now?
I did.
You never get it in this channel, so I'm sort of confused.
I did use logic. That's why you're deflecting, sir, rather than answering the question.
I plead the fifth.
Logic.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
Oh. So well, actually, I probably would say 3 out of the 4 would give B one. I'm the one that doesn't, by the way.
Well, I would give you one. I would just come at the end of a double-barreled shotgun.
I didn't say you'd want to give me one. I said you'd want to give B one, you fucking deaf twat.
Speaking
Yes, but but you missed it. It's marks out of 10.
And yes, and you would give her one. Yeah, play on words. I get it. Why do I invite you cunts on?
Actually, that's a real question you should ask yourself tonight after the stream is over.
I fucking should. The good thing is, I've still got 2 stories that are to do with Brexit. At one point in time, I will do them. So people that are watching this for Brexit news and have been sorely disappointed for the first hour, don't worry, there's a second, and we might, if you're lucky, do the other story.
Well, we've got a positive. There are no downvotes at the moment, from what I can see. Anyway,
Can we do
Brexit? You've now jinxed it. You've now just gone and fucking jinxed it. Everybody's going to downvote now, for God's sake.
Can we do a story that's not Brexit?
Why?
No.
Can you do the one on the British woman feeling unwell in Tenerife, stunned to discover dead tortoise inside her vagina?
I'm sorry, Jason, but how's that to do with Brexit?
That's not to do with Brexit, and that's why she said that she wants to do something not to do with Brexit. So it's not coming on.
Does she have Alzheimer's? Because I can't, think how someone would put one in and forget about it.
I don't know. You'd have to ask B on that one, as she's our resident woman.
Let me bring up the tortoise story.
No, we would ask you how you would put one in and forget about it, not the fucking story.
I'm just going to go with hard drugs and porn.
So from experience, then.
Not with tortoises.
Not with tortoises, drugs and porn.
It is, because apparently, as you said, she's not experienced with tortoises. So, and of course, she's willing to experience it. So, who are we to deny that?
I'm not going to deny her personal experiences, because gosh knows that antidotes are always the best ideas and best functions of factual evidence. We know this. Have you got the story ready yet or not?
I have the story.
Are you going to just share your screen then?
Oh, I'm used to doing everything on my phone, so you have to give me a moment.
Oh. Just ask Mr. Quinn. Just ask Mr. Quinn to help. And yes. Quinn, that does not mean touch her or beat her or try to flick her. That means do the computer. Let me rephrase. That means help her.
Hang on, CFG. Are you saying
computer to make story turn up?
Well, Quinn saying, "Get me out." I don't know.
Right, are you on Google Hangouts, the actual page?
Yeah, I've clicked the screen share.
So when you click on screen share, there's an entire screen or application window. If you go to your application window and then switch the other bit underneath, so it's showing the story that you want, and then click on the story and then share, and it will show that screen.
Or you could put it in the side chat, let you do work.
Yeah, or you could let me do the work for you.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to, because I'm not getting anything come up.
Oh, I bet that's a first, darling.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I'm being a right bitch tonight. I'm really sorry.
Oh, Jensen's going to get such a fucking kick in tonight.
He'll enjoy it. It's part of his rituals. So, where's the story then? I'm still waiting for it inside chat.
And I'm about to send it to you.
It's a typical woman, isn't it? I'm going to do a story. I'm going to do something, and then you go, okay, then Are you ready to do it? Are you ready to do it? No, I'm not ready to do it. I'm not ready.
I can't do it because it's the male patriarchy.
I'll move the destruction. The stream was broken ages ago. I've given up trying to make the stream work as a functioning stream.
I
It's
have
just
sent it to you in Discord.
You sent it to me in Discord. Well, that's fucking helpful. Though I do like the picture of the tortoise.
I don't think that's the actual one that they pulled out her vagina, though.
The tortoise. Considering that it was broken and pieces, I'm pretty sure it's not. But we could accept that it is.
Maybe they glued it back together afterwards.
I'm pretty sure that it would be a bit red. Pretty sure it'd be a bit red. Do I really have to? Do I really have to do this story? Right, panel and the chat. Please vote. Do we have to do the British woman with a turtle in a vagina story? If you want the story, press 1 or say yes in the story. If you don't want it, then press 2, and we'll go on to Brexit news.
7.
So we have a 3, a 1, a smoking comment, and a 7.
Bollocks wants 1.
Number 1, so we have 2 1s. For Brexit, 2 people for Brexit. Common sense is fuck you means of destruction. I hate you. you can only vote once. You can only vote once. I'm number 1. All right, the Queen of Shade is coming back. Quinn's coming back. Loaf of Shelford's back. I'm just gonna have to say so I can get the stream back up and running. I can't. I'm sorry, Sardonic 7. The chat have decided. No, the casting vote goes to the panel. What does the panel want us to do? Starting with voice of 1. What do you want us to do? The Brexit story or the vagina story?
It's your stream. I'll leave it up to you, sir.
No, democracy. So we all get to decide. My vote is on Brexit, so it's up to you what you want to do. Everybody else is voting in the chat for 1, so we're probably going to have to do 1. But you lot have the deciding vote because you're the cabinet.
This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship, sir, and you're the dictator. Dictate.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to allude or give the illusion that there's a form of democracy. So I would like to have a.
You mean like the EU?
Consensus. Yeah, I would like a consensus of what's going on first.
As an unelected member of the panel, I would like to cast my vote in the regions of. Let's go for Pickle Lily.
And you're fucking helpful. Go back to eating your Bombay bad boy.
You want 1 because you're on the panel.
Well, I can hear Mr. Quinn in the background mumbling something, so I presume that he wants number 1.
No, I'd have to say, part of the panel, I would have to vote on keeping with the stream and going for Brexit news.
Coward.
I'm going to have to say that Means of Destruction has made an extremely good point. I am like some of the MPs. I am asking for a second vote, and I would like a panel's choice.
1.
Fuck.
You're on the panel.
As a staunch panel member, I should insist that we keep with the momentum of the people, which is this should be a Brexit edition.
Yes, well done. Yes, I agree.
I will vote in the way that the person who gives me the most money, wants me to.
That's a definite an MP. That's a perfect depiction of an MP. You're not getting any money, so your vote's not void.
Yeah, what else is new?
You should vote 1 because he's refusing to accept your opinion.
Who's accepting my opinion?
You're refusing to accept Voice's opinion, so he should vote 1.
I'm not refusing to accept his opinion. I'm refusing for his opinion. There's a difference, Quinn.
He's such a tyrant.
And that's why you love me, honey.
For free.
Not in the literal sense that you just fuck you. That's where we're gonna have, don't we?
God, even the vote process fucking took a turn for the wrong.
Yeah. I can't. Democracy just isn't.
Let's just do the Brexit thing.
Too late. I'm presenting.
She'll like that.
I bet she would, but she's not going to. Shell Riddle, British woman found with turtle in her vagina in Tenerife. Victim of a sex attack after partying with fellow expats earlier. The woman was taken after complaining of serious abdominal pains following a night with pals on the island. There's such a stick, matey boy, up your vagina. Hey-o! So, a British expat found with a baby freshwater turtle inside her vagina. You sure that it was somebody that put it up there and it wasn't that wide that the baby turtle was trying to find an ocean and your vagina just had that much fucking cum in it? It sounded like it.
Oh, come off it. Look at the fucking source. The source of the information.
I know it's the sun.
Oh my God.
So the 26-year-old woman who lives in Tenerife, who has expats that a friend that goes out partying there, was taken to hospital after complaining of serious abdominal pain following a night out partying on the island, or partying out full of cum on the beach and wondering why her knickers were slightly to the side and there was a fucking tortoise on there.
Not being funny on this, right? But logically speaking, right? Why would there be abdominal problems if it was inserted up the vagina? Normally, if it was the anal, yes.
The reason why it's abdominal is because it goes to the womb and it goes to the cavity. Do you know how far the actual vaginal cavity actually goes up to the womb?
2 inches.
No. Just because your penis is that small does not mean it's that small.
No, but normally with the stomach and all that, any upset is normally related with the anus.
Yes, but if you actually, if a woman has something that's stuck in there, for instance, why do you think that a woman has abdominal pains when she has a period? The period itself comes through the womb and goes through the vagina.
Ovary, yes. And the ovaries is the highest point that any pain could go from that point on a woman.
Yes, which is still into the actual rib cage.
I'm thinking we've got this all wrong. I'm thinking this was simply a turtle who really wanted to come to England.
I think it's a turtle that mistaken a wide open vagina as a safe place as a cavity to hide in.
No woman is a safe place.
As long as it didn't lay eggs.
No, it was a baby one, so it was safe. But my dad's always said that anything that bleeds for more than 3 days and doesn't die, never fucking trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. How many strikes are you going to get for that one?
5.
That's just from the feminist community.
Fuck 'em. Don't fuck 'em. I'm not trying to advocate for rape because for some reason fucking is now the same as rape.
Even if it's consensual.
Yes. So once there, shocked doctors made the startling discovery and promptly removed the dead reptile before calling cops because of the seriousness of the situation. You mean the seriousness of her being so passed out drunk and full of cum that a fucking turtle decided that it was safer than going in the sea? That's literally it.
And the fact that during that process, she actually killed another animal from nature.
Another reason not to trust women. It is not known if the Chinese pond turtle, which can grow up to 18 inches, I bet you like love.
Oh, it's the murder of a fucking immigrant. That's even worse.
Yes, but it's not the right kind of immigrant. He's Chinese. He's not Middle Eastern.
But
Come on, you have to get politically correct. So the Asians can look after themselves, don't you know?
Come off it. In that part of the world, it's still a minority, so it's fucking heinous.
I was going to say Haitian.
It wasn't heinous anyway, so because it wasn't up the anus. But hey,
yes, I thought you were going to go down that avenue. God, the play on words is not great. You could almost say it stinks.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a bit of a shitter, really, isn't it?
I don't know. It depends on how gaping you want it to be.
Oh, fuck.
This is real.
Don't blame me.
You gave me the bloody story.
So anyway, it was 18 centimeters, not inches. So it was even fucking bigger than what I meant before.
Oh, fucking hell. It's larger than Jensen.
Well, Jensen only said that it's only 2 inches. After all, that's how big he thinks the vaginal cavity is. In length when mature, was introduced into her vagina dead or alive. They don't know, but dead or alive, you're going up there.
I reckon Leonardo raped her. That was the problem.
Yes, the tortoise actually knew what it was doing. It took advantage of a drunk woman, and it moved their thong to the side and crawled straight up in there and fucked it so hard it died. That's what happened. That's the reason why she has abdominal pain. Not because of the animal that died in there, but because she was fucked that hard with the tortoise.
But has anyone actually taken into consideration that the orientation of the turtle? The poor turtle may have been female, non-binary, conformative, Apache.
As long as it wasn't asexual, it doesn't fucking matter because everybody fucks everything. Right, anyway, so police were called to attend the hospital at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday by a duty doctor concerned the woman who was suffering a serious infection because something died in her vagina beside herself could have been the victim of a sexual assault from the tortoise. The Spanish paper claims local police opened an investigation into the incident after doctors told them what they had found, and they stopped laughing.
Sorry, we should have given the game away on that one.
And that little dicky bird right at the bottom there, with his little neck in, going, "Wind your neck in, son." That's the culprit. That's the bastard. He fucking raped her. He fucking raped her. He had it.
Oh dear.
But she told officers she had no idea how the reptile ended up inside her because, you know, you only put other things up inside your vagina and not know about it. Fuck's sake. And did not want to take the matter any further because she'd die of embarrassment. Leaving police with no option but to close their file on an extraordinary case and told her to do the same. A police source confirmed, "We are not actively investigating this matter because the woman declined to give a statement and there was a lack of evidence." She is said to have told police she had begun feeling an unusual pain after going out partying 2 days before with a group of British men. That's the fucking culprits. The British fucking men with a Chinese pond tortoise fucked her. I mean, raped her, sorry. She didn't
was it in there for 2 days?
Apparently so. Yes, she's a slut. met in an area called Las Veronicas in Los Cristianos. Some early reports suggested the dead reptile may have been a tortoise rather than a turtle, as they are both called a tortuga in Spain. Fucking matters. There was something dead that died inside you. It means a whole new meaning to a rat died inside your ass. You now have the saying, a tortoise died in your vagina.
Yes, but do you think the tortoise actually brought it to the attention of the police using their shell phone?
I don't know.
That's a bad joke. Sorry, I got that one from the chat.
Never take anything from the chat. The chat doesn't know anything. However, experts later confirmed it is in fact a freshwater turtle of the type sold as pets. Although no further details have been given because it fucking doesn't matter. There was a dead animal in your vagina and you didn't fucking know about it.
How do you not notice that?
For 2 days.
Under normal circumstances, a dead animal in a woman's vagina, wouldn't that be known as an abortion?
Oh, that's a bit graphic. To be fair, the abortion has the actual ability to come out the same time it actually is pulled out, so it has more of
a. So did this one.
No, it didn't. It waited 2 fucking days. It waited 2 days before it was pulled out. So no.
Okay, now I'm backing down off this one big time. Actually, I just thought of the fucking consequences of my reaction.
It's fine. I love a dead baby joke. What's the difference between a tree and a garage?
Go on.
I can't bury my dead babies underneath my garage.
Yeah, okay.
All right, sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Sorry.
I try. I do try. It's hard coming up with jokes on the spot, you know.
What's small, red, and sits in a corner?
Your penis.
Baby chewing razor blade.
No, I prefer your penis.
Yeah, I know you do, mate.
Walk straight in that one.
No, I didn't. I ran and bent over, and it still didn't feel a fucking thing.
It's so gay.
We can be gay together just because you're not involved and you're jealous.
I'll film it.
No, you're not filming it. It'll be too shaky, darling.
She's ordering some extra tortoises on Amazon. I think we're in trouble.
I bet she is. Oh, I can stick it up there for 2 days and watch it move around and I won't even know. Stop falling off your computer chair. It wasn't that funny. The medical center she attended as El Monjon in the of Aaron of the south of the island, whatever. The facility above the holiday resort Las Cristianos, whatever, operates as a small hospital and is eventually expected to become the main whatever. The hospital, local health, whatever. So is there anything else to this story? No, there's nothing else to this story. Does anybody else have any other crazy shit stories? I mean, any other stories?
I've got a crazy story. I once went in a stream about Brexit and we ended up talking about things being shoved into vaginas.
I know.
My bad.
I know. To be fair, it is about Brits and raping other Brits. Well, technically she lives in Tenerife, so you could say that she's from Spain.
She's
kind of fits.
Does that make you European?
Kind of.
So why should we give credence to fucking expats if they're now considering themselves as Europeans?
Because they're
fuck them. Getting back onto the Brexit deal. If you're an expat in Europe, fuck you. You made your bed. You lie in it. We're getting out.
Are we getting the tortoise out, or are we leaving it in for another day?
Oh, we'll leave it in for a fucking fortnight. Let them get infested with it.
Oh, infestation. Infestation, not nice. So, does anybody else have any other shit story? I mean, any other interesting stories before we go on to the last two Brexit stories?
No, let's get on with it. Let's have some proper serious discussions now.
Well, I need to change. I need to change the panel then. I need to change the panel.
Ogre says hi, by the way.
Who? What?
Ogre says hi.
Well, Ogre could have come on if he wanted to.
He's not a woman, so he can't, can he?
I said he could come. Oh, you dick.
Sorry, the old one's the best.
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't pick it up straight away. Never mind. Onwards, upwards, and sideways, just as long as we're not fucking a turtle.
Yes, Quins.
Well, this is supposed to be the female Quinn that is supposed to be on, and I'm hearing more of Jensen than I am of B. She's obviously busy after talking about that story and having something shoved up a vagina.
And stunned.
Stunned
Anyway.
or just busy?
That's 2 days that thing was in there.
Yes, that thing had a name, and so did the tortoise.
Oh, anyway, I'm not going to refer anything to the Voice of One's video earlier to do with toothpaste, spitting and swallow.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I always have to say that I always spit my toothpaste.
You swallow other things, but you spit the toothpaste. We understand.
Yeah, well, you don't get fat for spitting food out, do you, dick? I like my stuff.
You're going to be saying that in a corner with a fucking padded suit on, aren't you? I like my stuff. I like my stuff.
I like my streams. I like my streams. I like my streams. I don't like my panel. I like my. Oh, I suppose I should actually do the story that I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Oh. So this is obviously from Sky News, believe it or not. The reason why I say believe it or not is because I wouldn't have actually thought they would have done something impartial for a change. So the PM attacks, and this is a quotation from Theresa May, disrespectful EU, the angriest lines from her Brexit speech. Which I was talking to RPR before the stream of saying that it seems that the worm or the may be turning. An angry Theresa May has demanded respect for the UK and warned that European leaders shall never budge on key Brexit issues. It came a day after her Chequers proposal was snubbed by EU leaders at a meeting in Salzburg in Austria. I was going to say Australia because I'm a retard. Here is her full Downing Street speech with some of her most combative remarks highlighted. Because that's just what I wanted. I wanted a whole speech with highlighted notations. They read my mind. So, think of this as reading as Theresa May. Yesterday... Sorry, I'm not doing that all the way through. Yesterday, I was in Salzburg for talks with the European leaders. I have always said that these negotiations would be tough. And they were. Always bound to be the toughest in the final straight. While both sides want a deal, we have to face up to the fact that despite the progress we have made, there are two big issues we remain a long way apart. The first are his economic relationship after we have left. Here, the EU is still only offering us two options. The first would involve the UK staying in a European economical area and a customs union with the EU. In plain English, this would mean we'd still have to abide by all the EU rules uncontrolled immigration from the EU would continue, and we couldn't do the trade deals we want with other countries. That would make a mockery of the referendum we had 2 years ago. So I know I didn't do that actually that much of justice, but I do see that her language is actually changing. And I know a lot of people would always point to the fact of, oh, but she's said things like this before. The only thing that I would like to point out to people beforehand or before we continue is you have to remember that May, or Theresa May, is a unionist. She is a staunch unionist. She will not give up our union, the United Kingdom's union, for anything, whether it be the European Union or not. She was brought up on the union. She was through the troubles and everything else like that. She's always been a unionist. So I've come to the conclusion that thinking that if it comes to a choice of being in the European Union or being in the United Kingdom, she would by far choose to be in the United Kingdom every time.
You know, I just want to point out that she's only saying this because she went to an unofficial meeting with the leaders and they told her to fuck off. She tried sucking up to them with her fucking trackers deal. They read it, told her fuck off, and now she's getting antsy because the people she wanted to be friends with don't want to be friends with her. She brought on her fucking salt, this bitch.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you in part, but I do think that there's another way of looking at it. It's a case of, even though she's a Remainer, and let's not beat around the bush, she is and always would be, she's always looked for a deal that kind of bolsters both sides, that kind of gives the Brexiteers what they wanted and gives the Leavers what they Remainers what they wanted, so to speak. It can't fucking happen, let's be honest. They're diametrically opposed. I think it's a fool's errand. But she's tried that with the Chequers deal, and she's tried that with a previous deal as well. And the European Union has said no to her both times. Now, I'm quite happy that they said no to her both times, but I was pointing this out to a Remainer earlier, that everybody keeps on saying that there are no deals that are being pushed. Whether the deals are good or not is not the issue at this point. But she keeps on pushing these deals to European Union. And if anybody wants to believe that the UK are the ones that are dragging their feet, think again. The European Union are the ones that keep on saying no all the time. And as Dominic Raab has said already, he thinks that the Salzburg meeting was an absolute ambush. And I would agree. I would agree that it is a way of making Theresa May look weaker than what she already is. Anybody else with any political points? Well. Sorry, sir?
I would agree with you on that, you know, but again, she walked right into it. I mean, she tried playing, as you said, the middleman, which was fucking stupid to begin with. I think the only thing now is to say, listen, fuck Europe, hard Brexit. I mean, I read a piece today in, what the fuck was it? I think it was a Daily Mail, but don't quote me on it. But basically, there was an internal memo on how to oust her come the start of next year. They're already trying to get rid of her. I mean, yeah, if she thinks she's in any way in stable position, she's got nothing coming.
No, she's definitely weak and faltering government than strong and stable. But is it David Davis and Boris Johnson? I know Boris Johnson and a couple of others are having a separate Conservative conference or Conservative Party conference than what Theresa May and the Conservative conference is going to be. They're doing it on the same day, and they're doing it separately. So I know that people are jockeying for positions already. And what I've already said in the previous video was that I think by Christmas or by January the latest, there will be a challenge for Theresa May. And I think she'll lose it. And I honestly, if I had to pick anybody that would be the leader, not because I want them to be, but because I think that's the way the Conservatives would vote, I think Sajid Javid would be leader. And I don't think he'd do us any favours in Brexit either.
No, definitely not. He would definitely be another fucking just like May.
Who'd be worse?
I would like to see Rees Mogg again.
I would like to see that, but he would never throw his hat into the ring. So we'd have to either deal with Boris Johnson or Liam Fox.
Well, Boris then.
Yeah, I'd say Boris. Mr. Fox can fuck. Well, Dr. Fox can fuck off.
Yeah, let's throw our hat in with another blondie, which they could always revive the old Trump blimp in order to take the piss out of him.
I was literally about to say I'd rather have a pound shop Trump than a weak ass May. Simple as that. I'd rather have a pound shop Trump than a weak ass May or Conrad Corbyn.
Well, I'm just gonna quick hunt through what the rumor's been saying, because apparently Sharati has been trying to say hi to us, but I can't see her in chat. But hey, Sharati.
Hey, Sharati.
Whatever.
Hey, fuck it.
Whatever. If she sent me a message, tell me where she sent me a message, and I'll go find her.
It was on Discord.
Oh. She knows I don't use Discord that often, especially when I'm fucking streaming.
I know, that's why I didn't know. It's only the fact that I flipped onto Discord just to see what was happening that I found it. I'm there saying hi. And I said, like, I can't see you in the chat, woman.
Well, I saw her putting twos all the way down. She was doing the opposite to Magic Bollocks.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, I saw her do that. So I did notice you, Sharati. You have been noticed.
Senpai noticed you.
I hate that fucking saying because that means.
Oh, yes, I see now. The Queen of Shades, yes. It's all
Yeah.
because I didn't see Sharati.
Yeah.
I do apologize for my whiteness and not recognizing an American person.
Oh, dear. Just oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So the second option would be a basic free trade agreement for Britain. That would introduce checks at the Great Britain EU border. But even worse, Northern Ireland would effectively remain in the customs union and parts of the single market, permanently separated economically from the rest of the UK by a border down the Irish Sea. Parliament has already unanimously rejected this idea. Creating any form of customs border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK would not respect that Northern Ireland is an integral part of the United Kingdom. Well, depends, because Voice lives there.
Well, from what I can gather anyway, from the consensus at the moment, is Ireland's looking to tell the EU to go get fucked anyway. Again.
Yeah, parts of Ireland are not all of it.
Well,
You'll find that, and I think this is actually true for you mainlanders as well, but
you mainlanders.
Basically, the city people want in the EU, and us country folk want the fuck out of it. So
that's quite funny. That's pretty much the same picture in the UK. We've got London that wants out. We've got Birmingham, which is culturally diverse, shall we say. Again, the same with Cardiff in Wales, culturally diverse.
In the valleys.
And then you got the valleys who want to get the fuck out of there.
You do. You fucking do want to get out of the valleys. No con wants to stay there. You get stuck. And not because you've lost the boot, but because you got nicked. And I meant the boot of a car, not what you wear.
You're so funny.
You're so funny, but me so true. Creating any form of customs border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK would not respect. Yeah, I already said that.
Hey, not our problem. We leaving. It's their problem to resolve the issues after it. Fuck them.
Well, to be fair, I'd kind of agree with you on that one to the point of it's their border. We're quite happy not having a border with the EU or Ireland in this point in time from Northern Ireland. So why does there have to be a border? Because the EU demands it to be. That's the only reason why there has to be a border, because the EU demands it, not because we want it.
Yeah, as I said, we stated our demands. We're leaving. So get used to it. Sort the problem out yourself. That's your problem, not ours.
Yeah, we're leaving the valleys and we got a car to do it. It only took us a year to fucking get out, but now we're out.
It's a good job us Welsh don't take offence, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all right. You can take the piss out of me anytime, you old mucker.
You shouldn't do accents.
Sorry, darling. I didn't hear what you said.
Shouldn't do accents.
B was so quiet because she was too busy masturbating over my voice. That's what it was.
I think she was too busy masturbating over the fucking tortoise disappearing at her cunt for fucking 2 days.
I like tortoises.
Has Jensen got a tattoo on his chest of one?
I know, the confirm or deny.
You know that
That means yes.
That doesn't help you, Jensen, at all. That just adds fuel to the fire of that incestual relationship. It's a good thing we know you're not.
Or do we? And it's a very good play that they're doing.
Oh God.
No, it's definitely not, because the anger and the resentment towards each other is too true.
You know, anger and resentment in that strength, you know, that can only mean one thing.
Well, they do say that love and hatred is only one frequency difference. By that, I mean in how the brain perceives it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Anyway, in the modern day and age, you know, we've had, you know, every other form of racism, you know, what's, you know, another form of racism, you know, being, I don't know, ancestralist. Ancestralist, that's what it is. You don't like brothers and sisters dating each other because you're ancestralist.
I am. I'm definitely against incest. I am solely and definitely against incest.
And judging by the silence from the Quins, they must be enduring it and enjoy it.
I'm more worried about the fact that Voice has completely and utterly muted his mic.
I know. I was just heading to make a coffee, so you know.
Damn it!
Damn it! I was looking for a really good excuse from him then.
Yeah, it was just the coffee making, wasn't it?
No, I'm against it because I don't have a sister.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a settee, or should I say a sofa?
Yeah.
Hey, don't judge, fucker.
I don't, but you're doing the fucking.
So, does your sofa have 2 holes, by the way, Voice?
Just the one.
Have you checked your sofa in case there's any turtles inside the poor thing?
No, just some cats. Got to keep it warm somehow. Yay.
Do you know this discussion has gone completely off the fucking topic?
Again. Thank you, fuckers.
That's okay, mate.
So, Northern Ireland is an integral part of the United Kingdom in line with the principle of consent.
Apparently.
As set out clearly in the Belfast Good Friday Agreement, and I'm not fucking showing anybody what I'm doing. All you can see is me concentrating on my fucking reading, because that's gone really fucking well. Hello, memes. It's good to see
memes. Hooray! The voice of reason. No, it's memes.
I was going to say, when the fuck was the voice of memes the voice of reason? When was any of us the voice of fucking reason?
CSG.
Hi.
What has happened to your streams?
I don't know. I invited a woman on and it went weird.
You invited Queen B. Hi, B.
She doesn't speak much.
Am I putting you off your game?
Not really, no.
You completely made him do a 180. He failed to pass the off ramp, and he's actually stalled over there in a brook and being eaten by turtles.
Yeah, from Beast.
We got mentioned the turtles. I don't feel safe with the turtles. I don't feel safe with turtles. Turtles do not make me feel safe. I need a safe word. B, what's your safe word?
Penguin.
See, I would have thought from the previous discussion it would have been Gamera.
Gamera.
Oh.
Yeah, Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't watch Marvel shit.
No, it's fucking a kaiju. Oh, Godzilla, Gamera. You haven't watched enough Japanese literature.
Obviously not. because I'm an imperialist to Wales.
Well, no one's perfect.
You don't have an imperialism bone in your body. What did you fucking do?
Look, if it's got nothing to do with sheep, I don't care. Or pot noodles, sheep and pot noodles are all that matter to me.
See, this is the reason why the stream is failing. It's not B. It's not Voice of One. It's not me. It's you.
Well, to be fair, could one ever expect that from an individual who has a Pepe on a crucifix?
It's not Pepe. It's Kermit.
Oh, that's not Kermit. Kermit's tongue isn't green thread.
It fucking is after he's been hanging there for fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well,
the turtle got to him. The poor turtle got to him.
Yeah, B's turtle attacked him.
The turtle
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt anyone.
You have turtles?
He kept on snapping.
Pepe has taken a lawsuit out against the fucking turtle.
Yep. Especially B's turtle. It keeps on snapping all the time.
You should name the next one Bubbles. I had a Spinosaurus named Bubbles, and then it got killed in a war with the Chinese.
No dear. No dear.
Ah,
Lieutenant
the stream is increasing. That was 2 oh dears.
The Lieutenant Surge has entered the stream.
Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Serge.
Fuck you, memes. Fuck you. Right. Anyway, let's. It is something I will never agree to. Indeed, in my judgment, it is something no British Prime Minister would ever agree to. If the EU believe I will, they are making a fundamental mistake.
Ooh, burn.
Yes, that's the first intelligent thing you've said all night, B. Anything which fails to respect the referendum or which effectively divides our country in two would be a bad deal. That great use of language there from our most eloquent Prime Minister. Anything that would destroy or divide our country would be a bad deal. Well done on the placement of words there.
Well,
what's wrong with that?
No,
it's a low resolution analysis. Isn't that what we need?
No, we need a catastrophic deal for destroying the Union of the United Kingdom. Think about if you were destroying the Union of the United States.
Well, aren't we seeing precursors to both of those things?
Precursors don't mean that they're going to happen, and how do people feel about the precursors?
Well, isn't that the problem? There are many folks who disagree.
No, generally there are more people that actually agree than disagree. As in, more people want to keep the United States together, the same as more people want to keep the United Kingdom as a union together than what want to divide it.
Yeah, because most folks are good people, but we're starting to push the envelope there. We're reaching very high. We're up to about 187 degrees.
I'd just like to say, Memes is smoking a cigarette while speaking to us. He's bad.
No. I simply have a fag in my mouth. I'm not currently smoking it yet.
He's from America. Remember, he said he has a fag in his mouth.
Shut up! I'm culturally appropriating you.
Well, at least B doesn't have a fag.
I apologize. I love you.
Are you sure it's a fag and not a blunt?
If it was a blunt, we'd be taking a go.
No, that was earlier-ish.
Well, if it's a blunt, Quinn's got no chance of having kids.
What Quinn are you talking about?
What?
Oh,
yeah, what Quinn are you talking about? What are you doing?
Don't worry, we'll just pass right past that. You know.
CSG, what did I tell you about letting RPR out of his room?
I'm sorry, but he was the only one who responded in fucking time. Everybody else let me down. Well, actually, they didn't let me down. They just come on really late.
And in fact, I was actually being well groomed and groomed us.
Wait. Were you hanging out with Mr. Mediker?
No, it wasn't Medica that was grooming me. It was Common Sense Guy. He groomed me to come here, and I was being very good and presentable, all until B come in, and then that's it. That's when I turned nuts.
It's not a tyrant paedophile.
See, that's where my grooming goes to failure. I never groom them so they're well adjusted to speak to women, and as soon as they see a woman with doughy eyes, they just fall apart.
Well, you got to groom a little bit, or else their fur gets matty.
True, true.
That's very true.
Anything which fails to respect the referendum or effectively blah, blah, blah. But I have also been clear that the best outcome for the UK is to leave with a deal. That is why, following months of intense work and detailed discussions, we proposed a third option for our future economic relationship based on frictionless trade in goods. That is the best way to protect jobs here and in the EU and to avoid a hard border between Ireland and Northern Ireland while respecting the referendum result and integrity of the United Kingdom. And yesterday, Donald Tusk, said our proposal would be undermine the single market. He didn't explain how in any detail or make any counter proposal. So we are at an impasse. Again, it seems like the EU is the one that is decidedly actually stopping us from making any kind of deals, doesn't it? It's like they're pushing us for a no-deal Brexit.
But why would they want to do that?
Because the further that they push us to a no-deal Brexit, the more that the Remainers spaz out and call for a second referendum, realizing that that third option of remaining in the EU will split the already divided Brexit vote, as I explained in my video earlier on today towards the end.
Yeah, but I don't think they're really that dull.
They don't have to. They don't have to be that dull. It's a case of people following the masses. People are already producing the fact of thinking that the people's vote is democratic and trying to say that it's nothing to do with a second referendum. The point is to that is if it's nothing to do with a second referendum, why put the option of having a remain in the European Union in there to begin with?
Because it sounds like a good idea to some people.
But that's not what the if you're not having a second referendum, then you shouldn't have that in a referendum. If you want to have a referendum on the process of the deal, as in having a referendum on two parts, as in two questions, sorry, not two parts, of one being a deal with the EU or a no deal with the EU, then you should have a referendum on that. Because if you have a referendum on a deal, a no deal, and a Remain vote, then everybody that's already on Remain, which was above 48% to begin with, would have the other two votes split. Which means if both of them are on 26 and 27 respectively, so to speak, then the Remain vote on 48 is going to completely and utterly destroy them. So Remain wins.
And you would know this means if you had watched CSG's video today.
Yeah, just like Voice of One did.
I clicked on it, then saw it was 37 minutes long.
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit long. I had a lot of shit to get through. I cut out a lot of it. It was over an hour long. I cut out a lot.
Well, isn't a lot of it just rehashing a lot of just kind of like what seems to be a lot of bullshit going on here and there?
No, it was my plans and my ideas of what Brexit is going to turn into and how it's going to go to a general election, how Theresa May is going to get ousted out of Parliament, how that Article 50 is going to be extended, and then after Article 50 is going to be extended, the second referendum will be passed.
Has anybody written the book of how to like destroy your political aspirations and stuff? Because I mean, fox hunting, school lunches, and old folks having to pay more, like those don't seem like good platforms to campaign on. They may have been honest, but
it wasn't old folks that they were actually. I'm not going to defend the whole of their fucking campaign and their campaign strategy. But the idea of increasing a social tax on people that earned over 300 grand on their household was a good idea to actually increase the NHS. It wasn't a case of poor people.
Yeah, the fox population was. I get it. It's just the memetics of it were terrible.
I wasn't talking about fox hunting. Fox hunting in itself is bad and should never fucking happen. But the idea of
I disagree on that one.
Well, good. Well, nobody cares.
There are more humane ways.
Because I'm country folk as well as being Welsh. You know, I'm country folk.
Yes,
the ban on fox hunting, right, has had an adverse effect. And because the foxes are not being culled in due time, they've actually grown outside of their natural environment. And it's not just the fact that
didn't one follow you home?
No.
No. It was either you.
No, but the actual size of foxes in rural areas is actually grown exponentially. They're 15% larger than what they were 10 years ago.
Wait, hold on a second. So what you're saying
we're looking at foxes turning into small wolves in size.
So you guys are perpetuating. So they're going to turn into dire foxes. So what you're saying is you may be able to, in some point in the future, be able to ride a fox to work.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why he's so pissed off? It's because he's Welsh and foxes sometimes kill sheep. He's losing his girlfriends.
Do you not hear that? I was defending the fact of foxes, defending foxes. Oh, fuck it.
Do we need to have dogs tear them apart?
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. If you want to go cull them, shoot them with a gun or put them in a trap and kill them with poison. Don't go and pull them apart by dogs. And
hold on, CSG. I thought you guys couldn't even have like potato peelers. So how are you going to get a firearm to shoot said foxes?
Farmers are allowed to, and so are some hunters, especially on game reserves.
Anyone that owns their land is entitled to own a fucking firearm.
Actually, anybody's entitled to own a shotgun. Just has to pass the licensing.
No, they don't even have to have a license. A license is a government consent. That's all it is. It's government consent. If you do not abide to agree to a government consent, what law have they got over you if you don't consent to it?
Quite easy. That the fact is that they will arrest you and take you to a court, and it doesn't matter if you.
On what ground, though? On what ground? All because you have a firearm and you do not consent to their rule.
No, it's a firearms permit.
I'm not going to go into freemen of the land laws anyway. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. I'm not going into freemen of the land laws. Where was I?
Well, yeah. May's demand serious engagement from EU. That's what we were doing.
Yeah, this is unacceptable. We will never agree to it. Would mean the breakup of our country, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she's actually making some serious points for an actual fucking change. And it seems that even though, as Voice of One has already alluded to, the fact is that she was seriously, and I mean this all honesty, she was seriously embarrassed by the fact that she was going to Salzburg, and was going to hopefully get some sort of deal struck up, so to speak, with them. And basically everybody told her to fuck off and laughed at her and said that basically she's not worth talking to. And you can have a look at Donald Tusk's Instagram for the fact of what he was actually posting, which for a politician is quite funny. He was
wait. Donald Tusk was trolling your prime minister on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah, he was. This is how bad the EU are and how childish.
Wait. He made fun of a gal prime minister on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh, the dude is going to be fucked.
No.
You don't fuck with any gal's Instagram.
No.
You know who he's doing it with, don't you? Sargon was next to him, showing him how to troll.
There's a possibility of that, but if it was Jared Batten, I would have said definitely. But if Sargon was next to Donald Tusk, I'm pretty sure that he would actually chuck him out of a helicopter.
Who?
Sargon. If Sargon was near Donald Tusk, I'm pretty sure he would actually chuck him out of the helicopter.
I don't know. I reckon Sargon would try
and
convert him.
Of course, the EU has a helipad.
How big is it?
I don't fucking know. I don't go measuring helipads.
Don't you know the EU also has a bat phone?
Probably does.
What?
A bat phone. He's being pedantic and stupid.
Oh, I thought he said a bath phone. I'm like, what? Why do you have phones in the stalls?
Because when you're having a bath for over an hour, you're going to have to need a telephone near you so you can order a pizza.
Mm.
Well, it's a good thing it's low voltage.
Or a Juniplo, you know.
There is logic. There is logic to this madness.
Yes, you know. come off it. You know, you could be in the bath and you want some adrenochrome, so you need the bath phone, don't you?
Oh, as we actually have a female here, B, what do you do in the bath? Because, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be a man.
Ask her brother.
Would you know what I do in the bath? My bath time is private. It's nothing to do with you.
Do you actually?
He's just being a misogynist.
No, it just means that she won't answer. So, as most women do in the bath, they normally masturbate because they like the warm water around them because they get turtles in them.
What? Who doesn't like warm water?
I said they like warm water. That's the reason why they do it. It means you're not working tonight.
You like warm
It also
water
might,
too?
you know, it might also explain why the turtle got up there, you know, because turtles like warm water, you know.
They do. They especially like it when it's white and full of cum.
I think we've reached a new low point.
What do you mean a new? This is rehashing old points. This is just rehashing. Right. I think we're basically finished anyway. I do want to do this last little story because all it is a quick video that I would like to play. I know we don't have too many people watching at the minute, which is fine. It's not a problem. But I would just like to do this video very, very quickly. As soon as I find it and I can put it up. Because my internet wants to be a bitch and wants to be really slow. Yep, it's still being slow.
All right. So while CSG's internet is being slow, how about this for a future conspiracy? As of 2 days ago, you could not type $2 in a row simultaneously in the live chat. Today you can. What has changed?
Jay?
No one thought of doing it 2 days ago until you mentioned it.
No, because I went to like signal somebody to cash, but it's like, oh, this message has been retracted. I'm like, why? But today it works. I don't know.
Because capitalism won.
Who would let you put guns on? It wouldn't let me put guns on before.
That's because you're English and you're not allowed to have a gun. Well, at least I think you're English. You are from London, so you might not be.
What wasn't somebody saying something about free man on the land laws?
Sorry, memes. I just heard a squeal in the background.
It just banned me from putting the $sign.
After B was giggling.
What?
You're welcome.
Sorry.
CSG, end this quickly.
I can't. It's too much fun. I'm sorry. It's too much
Just
fun.
get on with it.
No, it's fun. It's the most fun I've had in a long, long time, and it's not even about politics. Right. Here's the video. I will. Oh, can everybody hear?
Secretary, why do you think the EU are not negotiating your place? You'll have to ask them. Is the only realistic deal a no deal now? We'll continue to negotiate in good faith, but we'll also make our preparations for no deal. Was it an ambush? Yes, I think it probably was.
Did he say we'll make? Yeah. Did he not say we'll make Pepe an agreement for most deals?
You're a dick. How the fuck did you get that? It said we were negotiating in good faith, and they weren't. You're a dick.
All I heard was we're negotiating with Pepe for a good deal.
That's because you're biased.
The human brain never hears what it wants.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that the end of that was the most important part. The fact that
Pepe was negotiating for a good deal.
Pepe wasn't negotiating for a good deal, no. No, I think the most important part of that was the end, where it was actually Dominic Raab, the Brexit secretary, was basically saying that everything that happened in Salzburg was an ambush.
Wait, the actual representative from the UK said it was an ambush?
Yes, the Brexit secretary, Dominic Raab, said that everything that happened and the reason why he thinks that Salzburg happened was due to an ambush set by the EU.
Ooh, so wait. So what you're saying is it was a trap?
Yes, that's what an ambush implies.
Yes.
And everybody on the panel, I have listed Theresa May's Instagram account. So if Donald Tusk was actually trolling her, here's the thing: don't count May out.
I'm sorry, Memes. Just 1 second. Please carry on. Keep where you are, because the little bitch put in the chat that CSG's next stream, him in a bath eating pizza. Why the fuck didn't you say that to my face, bitch?
I was typing it.
Yeah, but why didn't you say it to my face?
All right then. Your next stream should be you in the bath eating pizza.
And would that turn you on? And would that turn you on?
Yes.
Then you're not having it. Fuck you.
Damn it.
See, CSG, here's the thing. You shouldn't be so misogynistic, because gals can be trolls too.
Hence why we were having banter.
Yes.
Yes, hence why we were having banter. Anyway, where were you?
I'll take up the gauntlet, B. I'll take up the gauntlet.
Nobody wants to watch you, not even in a bath.
Wait, isn't that where you sleep? Because frogs, like, they absorb water through their skin through osmosis or amphibianmosis.
Yes. No, but what I was going to do, I was actually going to go to Bath to eat pizza.
You do realize that frogs that have osmosis don't actually breathe through water, don't you? They actually breathe air through their skin.
Are you sure?
Yes. Check it up.
Oh, why do they have nostrils?
So that they can expel air from inside.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise they float away.
Yeah. And don't ask where they fart. This stream's going again. What were you going to say, Memes, about the ambush?
Oh, well, here's the thing. If it was an ambush, and Theresa May has reached the fuck it point, and Donald Tusk trolled her on Instagram, here's the thing. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned on Instagram, man. Dude, dude, she may bust out, and I mean, I was going to say earlier she should just have President Trump negotiate on behalf and just pay the United States a 1% negotiation fee for however much they save. But at this point, I think she might have something going on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening to the chat, and everybody's talking about pineapple pizza with degeneracy. Let's work up to it. And then Hammered Spud just comes in right at the end and goes, if there's pineapple on his pizza, I may kill the pizza with fire.
Oh,
not worried about me being in the bath eating it.
No. CSG, as we both know, pineapple has a place on pizza.
Don't. Just don't.
You know it does?
No,
it does.
It
does. Pineapple has a place alongside pepperoni and ham.
Oh, I've never put pepperoni on it.
There you go. I've reopened the pineapple debate here.
And that's why wheels should be burned to the ground so we get rid of cunts like you who think pineapple belongs on pizza.
Yay! Well said, voice.
No, it definitely does. It definitely does. Go back into your DVD collection. I'm sure you'll find
you're a fucking furry. Nothing you say is real.
Hey, I'm a scaly. We're a subsect of furries.
You're still a furry, though, because it may be a subsect, but you still come under the section of the furry. So he's still correct in his definition.
Fine. You found my intersect.
Oh, he's an intersex. So both man and female.
Oh, he can go fuck himself then, can't he?
No, that's a hermaphrodite.
Same thing.
What?
I know. I know.
Well, it depends on how anatomically things line.
Why do you have to ruin things? Why do you have to ruin things?
I ruin everything.
We know it depends on how anatomically correct they are.
No, it's physics and geometry, and I was never really good at geometry.
Well, why has physics got anything to do with it? Surely it's biology and...
Well, physics is everything. Motion, angles, momentum.
Yeah, but you still need biology to start off with anything that is included with physics. If you don't have biology...
No, not always. Hashtag not all.
No, you need biology to do anything first. You can't say, well, the physics of this angle and this perpetual motion is done by, wait, there's nothing there.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, I
Sorry.
thought humans were a given.
No,
Sorry.
humans are not given. They're made by biology, so you have to start off with biologies first.
Which is made of physics.
Walk away.
I'm not walking away. This is
Oh,
a debate I'm gonna
hashtag walk towards.
win. This is the debate I'm going to win. It's the only one this year.
That makes you feel very CSG. You win.
Yay!
You're still wrong, but you win.
Wait, no.
Enjoy the whole victory, my friend.
Their feelings.
Hashtag hurt common sense, guys. Feelings.
Oh dear.
Well, I can be funny. I don't have to be serious all the time.
Oh, dear God. As long as we don't go degenerate to the route of speaking of Miss Abbott and other things that you would do to them and other YouTubers.
Why would I go across and... Oh, you mean fucking what's her face with big nose? Base Mama.
I like Base Mama.
I know you do. I know you like her a lot.
Does she know that he likes her a lot?
She's a brilliant woman. She deleted her channel before I trolled her.
Go tell her. You should go tell her, RPR.
I should do, shouldn't I?
You should. You'd be doing a mate a favor. Let her know that Memes of Destruction is in love with her. He's not denying it either. He's still not denying it. God damn him.
Was that me? Because I wasn't listening. Sorry.
I said him. You're not a him. Go back to going.
Oh, I see. She was saying you're beautiful.
See, I'm not that horrible to be. She's a nice lass. I would never not call her a lass. She's just more masculine than feminine, but she's still a lass.
Laddish.
More of a ladette.
Word is, no matter what happens, no matter how big a boss you are, CSG, she would tank your ass down.
Yeah, and I would fucking enjoy it. That's the reason why she wouldn't do it, because I get sexual gratification from her beating me.
There'd probably be a lot of plague strikes, frost strikes, and obliterates.
Don't care. I don't care.
Tortoise strikes. Don't forget them.
Oh,
that's what I'll do
too.
to her. Oh God, this has just gone into degeneracy again.
I have a figure in my head that I really should not share for the world, but I'm just imagining you casting Army of the Dead Turtles.
That would be awesome,
dude. Skeletal turtles like Mario. They can never die.
I need to get some pet turtles now.
I don't know whether to say okay or whether to go, are you sure?
No, feel happy. We're promoting pet ownership.
I thought you were going to say something completely different then, but yep, we're condoning pet ownership. I'm sorry, Reeves.
Wait, what?
Nothing. If you didn't get it, it's fine. Not a problem. I think that we can end the stream now. By the way, B, you know that we do last words. I hope you got something other than turtle.
I do. Unfortunately, it's turtle related.
It's fine. It can be turtle related, just as long as it's not the singular turtle. Right. So as RPR was first and Memes was
last going out, apart from you, of course.
And that's where I was going, sir. But if you're going to be a bitch, you might have to go first. So I would stem what you're saying. Memes, if you wouldn't mind taking us away on your final word, please.
Sure, no problem. All right. So we must remember one thing. I love chicken. I love liver. Meowmix, meowmix, please deliver. Thank you all and have a good night.
Fine. Voice of One, if you're there, please go through your final word very quickly and then you can get off if you need to.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Cheese.
Well done. Thank you very much. B, your tortoise or turtle related final word, please go ahead.
Well, we all know that anything is a dildo if you're brave enough. Just please don't hurt animals. That's all.
Hashtag animal abuse.
God, am I going to have to be the semi-serious one here now?
No, because I cut B off. I just wanted to put the hashtag in there. So please carry on.
Yes, it was meant to be serious, B.
It was serious.
Yeah, anything's a dildo. Just don't hurt fucking animals. You
fucking
bigot.
dildo. Yeah. Oh.
Did you finish, B? Because I know that I cut you off.
Yeah. I'm done.
Oh, okay, well that's what she's like in bed then. No, I wasn't finished, but if you say you are, fuck you then. So that's a yes.
She's lying. She's lying to appease you.
Yes, I know. That's what most women do. Oh, fuck. Fine. RPR, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to go for the whole serious approach, but I don't think it's going to happen anyway. But trying to be serious. Welsh people are not human. Thank you.
Right. Okay. For everybody that's obviously been really serious tonight, and it's been a massively serious discussion, I'm going to have a very long diatribe of actually saying hashtag Brexit for all. Bye bye, everyone.